What is type conversion in Python? Type conversion is the process of converting data of one type to another. For example, converting int data to a string data, basically int data type to string data type. There are two types of conversion. One is implicit type conversion, which is known as automatic conversion, and then explicit type of conversion, which is known as manual conversion. So, what is Python implicit type conversion? In certain situation, Python interpreter automatically converts one data type to another. That is known as implicit type conversion. Let's see with an example. So, here we have taken two variables. One is A of data type integer and then another one is B of data type float, and we have added them and then stored in another variable, that is sum. Then what we are doing? Then we are checking the data type of the sum variable, and here we see that the data type of sum variable is float. So, how it happened? It had been automatically converted into the float data type by the Python compiler, and this is called implicit type conversion. The reason that the sum variable was converted into the float data type and not the integer data type is that if the compiler had converted it into the integer data type, then it would have to remove the fractional part, which would have resulted in data loss. So, Python always converts similar data type into larger data type to prevent the loss of data. That is your implicit type conversion. That is why it is called automatic type conversion. Then we will see what is explicit type conversion in Python. In explicit type conversion, user changes the data type of an object to the required data type manually. Built-in functions like int, float, string, all are used to perform explicit type conversion. So, explicit type conversion is also called typecasting because the user casts or changes the data type of the objects. With explicit type conversion, there is a risk of data loss as user is forcing an expression to be changed in some specific data type. We will see it with an example. Here we have two variables. A is of the number data type and B is of string data type. Then we are adding these two and storing the value in result one variable. But while adding, we see a type error occurs. Then how we will do it? In this case, we have to use explicit typecasting. So, to do that, here you see we are converting the variable B into an integer type and then adding variables A and B, and then storing the sum in result 2 and then printing it. And now we see the result is 300. So, here we explicitly or manually converted string to integer using built-in method int. So, in order to perform this operation, we have to use explicit typecasting. So, here in this code, we have converted the variable B into int type and then added variable A and B, and the sum is stored into the variable named as result2, and when we printed, it displays 300 as output. There are many inbuilt functions that you can see here: int, float, ord, hex, oct, tuple, set, list, dictionary, string. So, all these things you can see it here. Okay. So, that is all about your type conversion in Python. We will move to the next question. Is indentation required in Python? We will learn about this question in our next video. Thank you.